Morning. Today's destination, Moab, Utah. We're going, leaving about 6:30 in the morning. We're on 550. We're going to go 550 to 491, to the 191 to Moab, about 345 miles. So we're going to the Moab Diner. Pretty cool place out here. Never been there. Rick's been there, of course. He's been everywhere. He suggested it. So take you along for the ride. See you in a bit. Next stop, gas station probably somewhere. See you then. Well, we picked up another rider for our last 150 miles to Moab. So, hi Tinker.
Hey, how's it going?
He found us along the way. He stayed overnight in Farmington, so he's going to ride the rest of the way with us and ride all the way back home with us. So, last stretch. Here we go. Pulled over an hour shy of Moab because it looks like it's going to rain. It's looking pretty rainy that way. Right into where we're headed. We got an hour to go, and I think we're going to have an hour of rain. But this guy will verify that when we look at the footage. So we're on the way. Almost there, an hour away. Check in a bit. Right, like I said, we're about an hour away from Moab. There's a little sign telling us Moab to the right. And we just put all our rain gear on because it's looking ugly. 50 minutes away from Moab. Going to a diner. Never been there. Highly acclaimed. I'll let you know about that in a bit. Hi, Tinker. Going through Monticello right now. Nice little town. Hopefully it's not going to rain, and all this rain gear, donning of the rain gear was unnecessary, but it's always better to be safe than to be sorry, as the saying goes, and I've been caught in a lot of rain. In fact, I'm feeling some drops right now. Big drops. There's drops. Cars coming at us with their headlights on, that's always a sign. Rain ahead. So I think it was a smart decision. I looked at the Weather Channel app, which I'm a subscriber to. Very necessary when you're on a motorcycle all the time. And sure enough, there's that rain. So we'll see how this goes. Good times ahead. Yeah, can you hear those raindrops hitting the helmet? I don't know if this mic picks that stuff up, but let's listen in. It's coming down pretty hard. It's not that East Coast heavy rain that we dealt with at the beginning of the year, back in May, when we went to DC. That was some serious rain. But it is raining pretty hard here. Utah rain. At least they get rain. Never gonna complain about getting rain or getting rained on. Just happy to be on the bike. Happy to be alive. But I mean, if you're dead, are you unhappy? Doesn't you seem like you have feelings, because you're dead. It's a whole other subject. I don't know why people say, happy to be alive. What's the alternative? Just random thoughts there. Well, we made it to the Moab Diner. Look at this. Look at that cool little sign. Gonna go inside and get us something to eat. Enjoy some downtime before the ride back. But that's what we do. We ride somewhere, have some lunch, and then ride home. So, we made it here to destination Moab, Utah. Most specifically the Moab Diner. Alright, finished lunch at the Moab Diner. Gonna head home finally. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. Anyway, we're gonna head home. Should be about 5 hours on the way back. It's been an eventful ride. Another exciting day. See you guys in a little bit. Colorado on the way home. It rained all the way from the diner to here. Finally stopped raining. Shed all our rain gear and should be smooth sailing all the way home, we hope. If not, it'll at least be warmer. Still hanging in there. See you soon. Well, sadly, the ride home wasn't uneventful. It rained most of the way home, and it was very windy and miserable for most of the ride. Sadly, I even destroyed another Insta360 X5 camera due to a loose mounting point on the selfie stick, and it smashed onto the pavement on our return trip. As we got closer to Albuquerque, it got late and even got dark since the fall season brings earlier nighttime hours. We need to do better planning for our long rides or just take shorter trips in the fall and winter from now on. But anyway, thanks for watching. We shall see where our next adventure takes us. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.